The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago. And the Philadelphia Eagles. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his first pass is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it, and it's Washington that scoops it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Gibson, the ball.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And again this time to the tailback. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down. Gibson, and good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 26-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And it's 3-0 Washington. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on terrific play call. On 1st down, Hurts. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
On the deep ball.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Will go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 7 yards to pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
46-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice...
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
First and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Taking it about the 16. Pretty move. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 13.
He's back to throw here to start the drive.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And they'll run the option here with Hurts.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Check 26, check 26. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, that was dangerous.
The pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The 35-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
No, we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
They got the interception, but very little movement after that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Second and 5.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Washington.
On first down, it's Gibson down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Gibson, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
In the final seconds of the first half.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Jake Elliott to kick off for him.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
It's a gain.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw him with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Gay's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
25-yard line.
At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Miles Sanders.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hurts.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he finds a man with a crossing route.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
On first down, Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
The 4-yard line.
Now Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Back at the 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and forever.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st down, Washington.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
1st down.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the Eagles' 4-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. To throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder.
3-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
31.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Kendall Fuller.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside in 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Under pressure, and down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense